Every hour on average, this Christmas ornament sells. Sounds impossible? Well, in June, it sold 441 times. In July, 503 sales. August, 746 sales. This is not holiday magic. Clearly, it's happening throughout the year. This is what happens when you understand evergreen emotional triggers. Everyone thinks that ornaments are dead after December 26th. They are wrong, and I have $220,000 worth of proof sitting right here on my screen. And I'll show you that in a minute, because while everyone is panicking about Q4 competition right now, fighting over the same Christmas shoppers, I'm about to show you something different. How you can build normal listings that are selling in February, in May, in the middle of summer when no one's even thinking about Christmas. It's not that these buyers are confused. They're not. They're not accidentally buying Christmas ornaments in June. They want them, they need them, and once you see why, you might not look at seasonal products exactly the same way. Real quick, I analyze thousands of Etsy listings here. My sponsor, Everbee, helps me spot these hidden kind of year-round sellers that most people miss. So they're exactly how I found this ornament that we are about to break down. Okay, sharing my screen here. This is the ornament that has been crushing it. According to Everbee, you can see it's done $220,358 and 10,062 sales from one listing. You can see here we've got a little chart, and everyone would of course expect this massive spike here in December. So this is for last year. But you can see in February we've got 414 sales. Well, everyone thinks ornaments are dead, right? In March, we've got 376 sales, and these are not like mistakes or anything. Like I said, they're fresh orders that are coming in while snow might even still be on the ground. April, let's see, we've got 288. May, we've got 238. June, 441. The sales never stop. I mean, yes, of course they dip, but they still never stop. And the conversion rate for this, the amount of people that see this product and then end up purchasing is 6.54%. The average conversion rate, so for every 100 people that visit a product that end up buying, is 1 or 2%. So 1 or 2 of every 100 people buy. This is 6.54%, because when people find it, it's exactly what they're looking for. Now, you might be thinking, who's going to be buying a first Christmas ornament in June? But this is where people get it wrong. They see Christmas ornament and then they think Christmas shopper. But if we look here at the actual title over here, it says wedding gift, personalized first Christmas keepsake, our first Christmas Mr. and Mrs. ornament, housewarming Mr. and Mrs. idea. So you see what they did here. They're not just marketing this as a Christmas ornament. It's a wedding ornament that happens to be for Christmas. Now, if this is already blowing your mind, by the way, hit that subscribe button, because I drop game-changing either Etsy or side hustle strategies like this every week. All right, let me show you why this works. Think about it. When are people getting married? June is the biggest wedding month. Spring and summer, those are wedding seasons. And so newlyweds are buying their first Christmas ornaments right after their wedding in June, in July, and August. This kind of thing is selling. They're not waiting until December, right? Because they just got married. They're excited. They're buying everything hour first, and then this kind of thing pops up. So let's break down the 3 different emotional triggers that make this work year round, because once you understand them, you can make it apply to any seasonal product. Trigger number 1 would be life event timing. So weddings are going to be happening all year. People aren't getting married based on when Christmas is, right? They're getting married in May, and then guess what? They immediately start thinking about their first everything as a married couple. Their first home, their first anniversary, their first Christmas. The beauty is they're not shopping for Christmas, but they're shopping for their new identity as a married couple. So Christmas is just part of the vehicle. Trigger number 2, gift urgency moments. As you can see, this also shows up for housewarming. When do people buy housewarming gifts? That's going to be when their friends move, which is all year long. So if someone's friend just buys a house in March, they're still going to need a housewarming gift. This ornament's going to pop up. It's perfect, it's thoughtful, it's personalized, and they can hold on to it until December. So they're sold. Trigger number 3 is the preparation psychology. So something that a lot of people don't get is that excited people are preparing early. Newlyweds aren't waiting until December to plan for their first Christmas. They're planning stuff in July because they're so excited about all of their firsts. And it's really the same with new homeowners. If they just got their first house in April, they're already imagining decorating it for the holidays. The emotional high is making them buy now, not later. And then this seller obviously gets it. They're not tilting this as a Christmas ornament for 2024 or 2025 or whatever. They're titling it wedding gift, keepsake, housewarming gift. They're hitting kind of year-round emotional triggers, not the seasonal ones. So let's break down these emotional triggers that work all year long. First trigger, life milestones. So weddings, these happen every single month. Not just June, there's February, courthouse weddings, October fall weddings, New Year's Eve weddings. Every wedding needs a first Christmas ornament. And newlyweds, as I said, they're in buying mode now. Second trigger, housewarming gifts. People are moving constantly. They're buying their first house in March and August, November. And again, this is a perfect housewarming gift for the first Christmas in someone's new place. The third trigger here is the gift planner. Now this one, there's people that are buying Christmas gifts all year long. They see something in April that's perfect, they're going to buy it. They're not procrastinating, they're planning, and the ornaments are very easy to store as well. And then the fourth trigger that a lot of people don't talk about is relationship moments. So couples might get engaged on a random Tuesday in September. They're going to move in together, let's say in February. They want to mark these moments, and so a first Christmas ornament is perfect for that. Now, a lot of sellers think it's July, nobody wants Christmas stuff, but buyers are thinking of emotions. We just got married, let's get everything for our first holidays together. And again, we're not just looking at Christmas ornament, we've got wedding gift, housewarming, etc. So the data backs this up. If you remember here, we look at this chart, we've got 441 sales in June during peak wedding season. We've got 503 in July, and then 746 in August when people are moving before school starts. So that's kind of the pattern. Okay, so here's what you can do with this. Here's where you can get smart. Now this seller went really broad with Mr. and Mrs., but you can niche this down and maybe even convert even higher than this awesome conversion they already have. Think about specific communities. You might do something like our first Christmas as a police family. And maybe you have like what's that thing they do with the thin blue line element? Or maybe you do something like our first Christmas nurse life with a stethoscope as an example. Or you could do like our first Christmas in our RV or at the lake house. Or our first Christmas as an Irish American family, or even do like multiple types of cultures blended together. I could see that going well. I mean, there's all different types of things that you can do to hyper niche this down. But the thing is, overall, why this works is because let's say a military couple is getting married in March after a deployment. They're not going to wait until December to get that ornament. They're going to buy it now because they're proud right now. It's the same thing with the RV community. When they sell their house and they're going full-time in May, they're immediately buying our first Christmas in the RV because they're pumped. That's their new identity. That's their pride. The tighter the niche, the stronger the emotional pull. The broad ornaments might be going at 6%, but Christmas as a police family, first Christmas, to a cop who just got married, that might convert at 15%. All right, let's talk about creating these. And honestly, it is a lot simpler than people make it. The design, I mean, if you look at that ornament, it's just text, it's some tiny trees, it's not that big of a deal. You don't need to be a designer. You could make this in Canva in 5 minutes, clean typography, maybe a small decorative element, done. For production, I personally use Custom Happy. I did sell that company, but I still personally use them for my print on demand. They're solid, they ship for you, you don't have to deal with inventory, you upload your design, they handle the rest. Now, your listing title is going to be where a lot of the magic happens. So if we look at the one that we had made before, it was wedding gift, personalized first Christmas keepsake, our first Christmas, Mr. and Mrs. ornament, etc. Again, they're not just saying Christmas ornament. They're catching people year-round for the wedding gifts, the housewarming gifts, all the year-round stuff. So same with your tags. You can use Christmas ornament, sure, but also throw in things like wedding gift, newlywed gift, couples gift, personalized gift. Mix the seasonal with the evergreen. For the pricing, that ornament was at $21.90, which is kind of the sweet spot for personalized stuff. You could do more. I've seen even like $29.95, but people do pay a premium for the personalized stuff. I mean, and it's really, that's it. You don't need to have like fancy mock-ups or styled photos. The seller's main image is just the ornament on a simple background. The product really sells itself when you position it right. The whole key again, you're not selling Christmas decorations, you're selling a way to mark life moments. So that mental shift is going to help change everything for you. So here's what you can take away from this. Again, while everyone's fighting over Q4 shoppers, and I hope you've got a ton of them, you could also be building evergreen listings that help feed you for the year to come, that are going to still make money in March, June, July, etc. Remember, one design, if you can target it at life events instead of just holidays, it can generate sales every single hour of the year. You saw $220,000 worth of proof. And the beauty is you can start this today. It doesn't matter that it's November. In fact, it's actually perfect timing because you can maybe catch the Christmas rush and set yourself up for potential year-round sales. So you can pick one life event. It could be wedding, new homes, babies, engagement. Create a simple ornament design, list it with evergreen keywords, and then watch what happens when you stop thinking just seasonal and then start thinking about emotional triggers. Now, if you want to dive deeper into finding these opportunities, I've got two things that might help. First, my low-hanging system course. We have an entire community of sellers that are sharing kind of what's working now, tons of training on finding gold mines. You can ask your questions, etc. Or if you want specific daily action steps, my coach Sherry, she has made an Etsy Sales Everyday course. It's 30 days of tiny actions that build real momentum. So it's like a small task per day. It's super manageable. I'll drop both links below this video if you want to check those out. And this video should also just give you a lot of stuff to get started. All right, thanks for watching. Go make some ornaments or whatever product, and hopefully the future you from July comes back to thank you. Catch you in the next one.